Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robinson Maroon basketball. Tonight, an Apollo Conference ball game here in Robinson. The Maroons host the Newton Eagles. I'm Jim Kincaid, along with Dwayne Shaw. Ron Wheeler's behind the camera, and we're a part of worldwide sound and video production, and we're coming to you tonight through the courtesy of MediaCom.
Tonight's game brought to you by First Robinson Savings Bank, American Legion in Robinson, Rural King Supply, Cellular One in Robinson, Robinson Ford Chrysler, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate, VFW Post 4549 in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Kemper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
Can't believe our timing tonight. We're going to come out about right. The national anthem will be played, and we'll have the presentation of the starting lineups coming right up here. We'd like to thank Cellular One for providing us with a free phone to coordinate production of community events. We always appreciate the use and the cooperation of Cellular One.
Mr. Joe Smith, leads the Robinson High School Pep Band, the playing of our national anthem.
Good job by the Robinson High School band, conducted by their conductor, Joe Smith.
This is an Apollo Conference game. Newton is 2-1 with the loss to Mount Zion, and I think we figured out Robinson is 1-2. Isn't that correct?
I think so.
Newton 7-6, lost a couple early down at the Lawrenceville tournament, lost twice to Louisville North Clay, once in overtime, once without Matt Meinhardt in the lineup, and then lost to St. Anthony last week. So they've kind of struggled a little bit, although they'll be ready at tournament time, I'm sure. Their starting lineup tonight is a senior laden team with 4 seniors and a junior. Guards Jesse Weedman, a 5'11" junior wearing number 14, the only underclassman. The other guard, Jeremy Blake, number 34, a 6'1" senior. Forwards, Mark Goebel, number 32, a 6'2" senior. Matt Meinhardt, forward number 50, 6'4" senior. And in the middle is Taylor Rich, number 40, a 6'3" senior. So they line up at 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 5'11". Coached by Doug Mimosa. He struggled early at Newton. He went 1 year, I think, without a win, but he's put together a program.
He certainly turned things around here in the last couple of years.
Robinson looking for their second conference victory after beating Charleston the other night. Go with about the same lineup we've seen. Guards Jeff McKeegan, number 5, 5'8" junior, and Jason Young, number 23, a 5'9" senior, the only senior in the lineup. Forwards, Justin Hartrick at 6'1" junior, number 33, and Nick Brooks tonight wearing number 44, a 6'3" freshman. And in the middle, Brandon Hardiman, number 4, 6'3" junior. 1 senior, 3 juniors, and a freshman. Coached by Mr. Gus Gillespie. Officials, Chris Long, used to be at Newton, is now a superintendent at Kansas, I believe.
I think so.
The other two I'm not familiar with, Bob Schlechter, and I think the name was Tom Kosat. I could not read the writing. If we had your book, we'd know where they were from, Jim.
I found the book.
I found the book,
but I haven't got it with me. Unless in case somebody's moved, like Long did, he moved around with it. Well, let's see. We match up with probably Taylor Rich in the center circle. Not going to be, is it? Matt Meinhardt stepping in there, along with Nick Brooks. I was going to say the bad news is Meinhardt's healthy and playing, but he's a senior is the good news part of that. The trouble is there's a couple of more Meinhardts.
There's 2 more Meinhardts on the roster.
Newton controls the tip, and they've got the ball. They'll work out there with Jeremy Blake. He takes a shot from three-point land. No good. Rebound. Put back up. Nice reverse. And that was Taylor Rich. Took the rebound, just reached around, spun it off the board, and dropped it through. 2-0. The Eagles lead it. McKeegan gets it across the line to Hardiman. Double teamed in a hurry. In trouble. Taken away from him by Rich. And the Eagles have it back.
Newton with that zone press and trapped immediately when it got to the sideline.
Weidman out front, gives back to Meinhardt. He'll put it up from 18. Comes out long and picked up by Rich. Taken away by McKeegan. Down and up and in on the triple. We're tied at 2. Jeff McKeegan on a good hustling play. Weidman handles it out front. There's Blake. Drives the baseline, won't go. Knocked loose, still loose on the floor. Picked up, not yet. That's going to go as a little volleyball game, and the Eagles are going to keep it. Matt Meinhardt will bring it in. On the drive is Rich. Partially blocked and knocked away. Down Hartrick with it as the Maroons have it. Now McKeegan, we're tied at 2, just underway here in Robinson. Nick Brooks moves inside. Nice move to the basket. Missed it. Hardiman on the rebound. And fought for and controlled by Newton Eagles. Meinhardt with it. Here they come in a hurry. Won't go. Tipped back. Hardiman with the rebound. Good positioning that time by Brandon Hardiman.
Been a lot of contact in the middle. They're going to let him play, it looks like.
Brooks got it. Good move. Nice pass by McKeegan. Nick Brooks took it strong to the basket. 4-2, Maroons lead it. Blake on the wing, back to Weidman. Down inside to Rich. The Eagles play around with it. Goebel with the ball. He moves outside, now back underneath the bucket. Meinhardt works against McKeegan. There's a mismatch.
What do you call this defense? It's like a diamond and 2. I think McKeegan and Young are the only 2 chasing. The other 3 are playing his zone.
Meinhardt across court now. McKeegan's the one hanging on him. Meinhardt puts it up from it's a 2-pointer, about 18 foot. Well, Matt Meinhardt's listed at 6'4", and Jeff McKeegan at 5'8", but McKeegan's the one that's been chasing him on defense. We're tied at 4. Brandon Hardiman. Back out to Hartrick. And McKeegan. Hardiman on the baseline. Won't quite go. Got his own rebound, put it back up and in. Brandon Hardiman, good work. 6'4", Maroons. Down underneath, Rich has it knocked away, picked up by Nick Brooks. Jason Young thought about it. McKeegan works against Weidman. Now Nick Brooks takes it into the bucket, drives. It's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah. His first team foul. First foul of the night, as a matter of fact.
Taylor Rich took the charge for the Eagles. He's coming out of the ball game. And
Nick Shaner coming.
Let's see. Well, Taylor Rich for Newton. I was trying to pick up, can't see his number yet, 52. Michael Bierman in for the Eagles. And Nick Shaner in the ball game for Nick Brooks for the Maroons. It's 6-4. Maroons lead it. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Meinhardt still guarded by McKeegan. Meinhardt puts it up from outside. Long rebound picked up by Weidman. Blake went inside, ball back out to Weidman now. Maroons playing good defense. Underneath to Meinhardt. On that reverse, we're tied at 6. Matt Meinhardt.
Maroons playing man against Meinhardt and Goebel.
Traveling call. That'll be a turnover given back to the Eagles. Now 3 Maroons come into the ball game. Nick Brooks checks back in. Chris Brooks, number 42, you'll see, and
Kirk Lowry.
Oh, Kirk Lowry, there he is. Couldn't find him. 3-point attempt is good by Jeremy Blake, and all of a sudden now Eagles 9, Maroons 6. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. McKeegan double team, gets it over to Chris Brooks. Down in the corner to Nick Shaner, back to Chris. Cross court. Lowry passes high and they lose it out of bounds. Eagles will have it. Timeout's going to be called by the Maroons. A 20-second timeout. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game. They've got locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine, and they've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. .305 to go in the first quarter. 9-6. Eagles lead it, and they've got the ball right now. Weidman will handle it out front. Kicks it over to Blake on the wing. Cross court down the corner to Meinhardt. Meinhardt works, puts up an 18-footer, got it. Meinhardt scored most of them, hadn't he?
He's got 6.
6 of 11, 11-6.
Maroons changed their defense, went to a straight zone that time.
McKeegan drives, kicks it back to Hartrick, back to Hardiman.
I don't know how he kept him traveling, but he did.
Well, McKeegan was on the floor, and Brandon had to step over him. He scored. At 11-8. Eagles by 3. Maroons working good defense here. Meinhardt in the corner. Nice pass underneath to a wide open Mark Goebel, and he blew the shot. Nick Brooks drives. Off, no good. Loose ball. Brandon Hardiman puts it back up and in. Good work by Hardiman. 11-10, a 1-point game. Eagles by 1. Meinhardt again for 3. Got it. Matt Meinhardt, 3. Boy, when in doubt, give it to him. He's been struggling a little bit, but he had 25 against Paris last week, so he's well on his way to that figure tonight. Brandon Hardiman works inside, back to Justin Hartrick for 3. Justin comes up a little short. Hardiman on the rebound, and the foul's going to be called against Meinhardt.
Be his first team foul against Newton.
Kirk Lowry checks back in the game for McKeegan for the Maroons, and a couple of fresh faces in there for the Newton Eagles as Rich checks back in, and along with Josh Beverly. Meinhardt, or Rich on the steal, gets it to Meinhardt. Eagles, 1:29 to go in the quarter. Meinhardt for 3, won't go. Nick Brooks, good rebound.
His ball goes up with kind of a little sideways rotation.
Lowry on the wing, back to Jason Young, to Hartrick. Bounce pass inside, knocked loose and out of bounds. Maroons will get a keep it. Goebel got a hand in the way and knocked it out of bounds. And for the Eagles, Graham Wagner checks in, and Jeff McKeegan back in for the Maroons right now. Lowry will bring it in, gives to Young. 14-10, Eagles by 4. Young drives the baseline, uses the screen, and an offensive foul is going to be called.
Beat his man, but he couldn't get back past the baseline guy.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires, quality tires at the right price. Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. In the middle, Rich tries to get it over to Goebel and picked out of there by Nick Brooks. Under a minute to go in a quarter. Maroons get some points on the board here. Lowry on the wing. They trail by 4. Jason Young to Jeff McKee. Kirk Lowry lost it in the crowd. Here comes Mark Gable, drives all the way, doesn't get the bucket. Kicked back out, Brandon Hardiman, 2-on-1. Here comes Blake Rich in a hurry. Hardiman on the drive, off the glass, didn't see a whistle. Loose ball, Nick Brooks finally gets it back. Isn't slapping the glass considered some kind of infraction on the backboard? I've seen that a couple of times and nothing's happened. What do we got here?
Newton foul, I guess.
And it'll be under the bucket for the Maroons. 12 seconds.
Maybe just out of bounds. No
out of
foul
bounds,
ball.
no. To McKeegan. Set up a good one. Jeff off balance shot, no good. Nick
Nice
Brooks
tip.
on
Oh,
the
beautiful try.
boy, great rebound to Temp. We've played a quarter. Maroons trail by 4. It's 14-10. Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency is conducting a foot clinic on Tuesday, January 25th at the Robinson Senior Citizen Center from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. A registered nurse from Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency will trim and file toenails, apply lotion, and assess feet for any abnormalities. The registered nurse will also instruct each client on proper foot care. The fee is only $15 to set up an appointment for the foot clinic. Please call the Robinson Senior Citizen Center before the clinic starts on January 25th. Call them at 618-544-8811. Crawford Memorial Home Health Agency, a tradition of caring. Cellular One, one of our sponsors tonight, located on the east side of the square in Robinson. Stop in by Cellular One. Check out a variety of phones that are available at Cellular One at their new location on the east side of the square in Robinson. We about ready to go for a second quarter here?
Looks like it.
14-10.
Looks like starters back in for the Maroons.
Well, the Newton Eagles lead it. And it'll be their ball as we get things underway. Meinhardt brings it in to Jesse Widman. Hartrick out to guard him. Maroons look to be in a 2-3 zone. Kicked away by McKeegan on the steal. Jeff on a good spin move to the basket. Uh-oh.
Got it in.
Oh, he got it in. And Brooks was right there, and
yeah.
I was afraid they were going to call some interference.
Pretty good control on Brooks' part to keep away from that.
14-12. We got a 2-point ball game here, and now there's something going on underneath the basket we can't see. The balcony screens me. I miss all the fun. What do we got?
Foul on Jason Young, his second, third team foul.
So the Eagles have got it. There's Meinhardt from way outside. No good. Rebound. Out fought for it. Out hustled by Jason Young. Good job. He gets it out of the corner. McKeegan will take it across. Good hustle on the part of the Maroons tonight. They really played well the first quarter and played hard. McKeegan to Nick Brooks. Nick underneath, a little 10-footer. Turnaround, got it. We're tied at 14, 7:02. Rich, back out to Weidman. He'll pump a 3. Comes up short, rebound out of bounds. I think the Eagles are going to keep it. Brooks got his fingers on it, so it'll be Eagles ball. I think we had a better position on that than anybody. Mark Goebel checks back in. Yeah. Well, if it's still indisputable, then the play stands as on the field.
You toss the coin. They Chinger back in for Nick Brooks.
Meinhardt will toss it in. We're tied at 14. Meinhardt He's the workhorse.
Just two.
He's on the line. They double team McKeegan down here. Needs some help. Shaner comes down, gives it back to Lowry, and McKeegan will control it. He'll take it across against Weidman. To Lowry, he's inside to 3. Won't go. Rebound back out to Kirk. Good job by Shaner. McKeegan looks for help. Inside, Brandon Hardiman on the turnaround, drops it through. We're tied at 16. Weidman guarded by Hartrick. Now the three-pointer by Blake won't go. Tipped around, loose ball. Jeff McKeegan's got it. Knocked away, needs some help. Now he's got it under control. Weidman gives him pressure down court. Nick Shaner underneath, won't go. Hardiman on the rebound, rolls it in. Brandon Hardiman, 18-16, Maroons. Jeremy Blake on the wing, guarded by Hartrick. Meinhardt for 3. Drills it. 19-18, Newton. Hartrick drops into Hardiman.
Foul underneath. It's going to be on Meinhardt, I believe. Yes, his second. I've got a figure here in front of me, and I can't believe it, but I've got Robinson with 16 rebounds already. Newton with only 4.
Well,
been a lot of offensive boards down there.
And that's been a key, the offensive rebounds they put back. Chris Brooks, Jason Young, and somebody else came in for the Maroons on that timeout. Kirk Lowry, I think. Brooks loses it on the floor. Picked up by Rich. Eagles bring it back. It's 19-18, a one-point game. Eagles out in front. Here's Blake back out front to Beverland. Beverland drives inside, back to the corner. I'm out of sight. What happened?
Nothing. The crowd thinks he traveled, but he didn't. There's
Meinhardt.
No,
that wasn't Meinhardt. That was Jeremy Blake. Blake for 3. 3 or 2.
3.
22-18. Newton. Lowry. And to Chris Brooks. Jason Young handles it out front. Second quarter action here with 4:20 to go in the half. Knocked away. Good defense by the Eagles. Meinhardt. He'll give it back. Josh Beverland on the drive is fouled as he took it to the bucket.
Nick Shaner got the foul, his first, 4th team foul. Another Maroon timeout.
And the Eagles lead it here, 22-18. It's been a fast and furious first half so far. Is this a full?
Nope, 20.
It's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. This Friday night, go to the VFW 4549 in Robinson. The VFW will be having karaoke by Charlie Flores from 6 to 12. That's this Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. at the VFW post 4549 in Robinson. Let's see what's going to happen here. Josh Beverland's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Josh is a 6-foot sophomore who's seeing some playing time here in the first half. Drills the first one, make it 23-18. Missed the second. Nick Brooks high with the rebound, and McKeegan will take it down. McKeegan has it knocked away. Here comes Beverland. Nice pass. Well, that was a good 2-on-1 break. They did a clinic. Jeremy Blake finished it off, and a nice pass from Josh Beverland. 25-18. The Eagles stretch it out a little bit here. Jason Young for 3. Got it. That's a big bucket. Brings them within 4, 25-21, with about 3.5 minutes to go. Foul's going to be called against Nick Brooks on that drive by Jeremy Blake, and Jeremy will shoot 2.
That'll be 2 on Nick Brooks.
We'd like to remind you that Rural King supplies your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service, and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. 3:26 on the clock. Got that one. Make it 26-21, a 5-point lead by the Eagles with 3:22 to go in the half. They try to go inside, ball stolen away by Beverland again. Meinhardt, look out, works against McKeegan, has to give it up. Inside, shot won't go, tipped
nice
back
tip
up and in. Mark Goebel. 28-21 Eagles. Josh Young for 3. Shoots it long. Into the hands of Goebel. Eagles down in a hurry. Meinhardt to Blake. Beverland out front. Inside to Rich. Nice pass over to the side. Mark Gable again. 2:29, it's 30-21 as the Eagles have stretched out to a 9-point lead here. Well, did you know that cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of people over the age of 45? The American Heart Association Basic Life Support instructors at Crawford Memorial Hospital want you to take a night to save a life by attending a free Heart Saver CPR class on Thursday, January 20th from 6 to 10 p.m. in the CMH VC Van Tassel room #1. Class size is limited, so please reserve a spot by calling 546-1234 extension 2357 before Monday, January 17th. Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. Don't forget, Robinson Ford Chrysler's got a full line of Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth products. You don't need a 911 sale to get a sale price from Robinson Ford Chrysler here in Robinson. The Maroons got it, 2:25 to go in the half. They trail by 9 here. It's been a good first half. Young goes inside to Hardiman, and he's fouled by Taylor Rich.
Third team foul for Newton, #1 on Taylor Rich.
Have the Maroons been to the line?
No.
Maroons will have it out under their own basket. Hartrick takes it in. Nick Brooks, oh, he's on the line. Rolls off the top. I was going to roll down and in. So, with that, the Eagles get it back. Josh Beverland with Young out on him. Meinhardt guarded by Nick Brooks. Gable. That was Beverland on the drive.
That's Jason Young on the foul, I think. It'll be his third. 6th team foul. So it'll be Beverland to shoot 2. 1 for 2 so far tonight.
Kirk Lowry's getting ready to check back in, I imagine, for Jason Young. Beverland's got that. Here comes Kirk. There goes Jason with 3 fouls. 10-point ball game now, 31-21 Eagles, as Beverland has another shot. Rebound, Hartrick. McKeegan will take it down. Jeff will go for 3. High off the back Loose ball, Lowry had it, picks it back up. Kirk, nice pass. Nick Brooks, good job. 31-23. Minute and a half to go in the half. Maroons down by 8. Beverland hands the ball and gets it over to Blake. Blake drops it down to Meinhardt. Look out for 3. Won't go. Back into the, it went out of bounds. And where are we going with it?
It went off a Hardeman, but I don't know who's going. That was a good call.
Eagles will keep it. 1:20 to go in the half. Back in the ball game comes Jesse Weidman, and Beverland goes out. And Nick Shaner's getting ready to check in. Nick comes in for Nick Brooks. They don't want him to get a foul here with only a minute to go, minute and 20 to go in the half. He's got 2.
Yes.
Weidman handles it out front. Look out, Meinhardt's got it. Steps inside, kicks it back out to Weidman. Weidman.
Almost threw it away.
Yeah. Down in the corner. Baseline's on the line.
Stepped on the line.
Good. I could see. All I could see was his foot, and it was standing on the line.
Maroons doing a good job changing their defenses 3 different times on that possession.
Still 31-23. The Maroons trail by 8. We're just under a minute to go here in the half. They got a chance to tighten it up a little here. Not that way. We got a 3-second call. So the turnover, that's kind of crucial at this point. Gives it back to the Eagles with 50 seconds to go in the half.
Maroons dropping back into the zone.
Meinhardt. Well, they evidently would like to hold it for 1. They've still got 30 seconds to go, though. Weidman handles it out there. Nobody's pressuring him yet. Off his knee to Meinhardt. Down in the corner to Blake. Has it almost knocked away. Weidman. Maroons tighten things a little.
See if they change it about 10 seconds and go after him, maybe.
12, 10, there we are. Not much. Good defense, though.
Still in the zone.
Rich handles it down the corner. There's Meinhardt for 3. Won't get it. Loose ball, still loose ball. Time runs out, and that was the best thing that happened right there. We've played a half in this Apollo Conference game. The Newton Eagles lead at 31-23, but it's been a good half and a lot of action. The Maroons have played pretty well. As Dwayne totals, I'll catch up on some of the commercials here. Tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by the American Legion. And the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights for dinner and Sundays for lunch. The American Legion, E.M. Kohler, Post 69 in Robinson. The First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be a sponsor of tonight's ball game. They've got locations in Oblong, Robinson, and Palestine to serve you. And they've been serving Crawford County since 1883. 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. And as the end of the year rolls around, it's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations and sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns in a professional and timely manner. So put Kemper CPA Group on your team. And for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. We're going to be entertained out here by some of the young ladies of the Robinson High School. They get the music lined up here. Dick Mustin must be in charge of music tonight. Don't forget Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters as the temperatures drop out there. Rural King, you'll find clothing for the family, blue jeans by Riders, Wrangler, Carhartt, and Dickie, plus a large selection of camouflage clothing, insulated boots, and a whole lot more. That's a Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. They fired Dick and got somebody else. Are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Go for it.
Newton on top, 31-23. Scoring by quarters. Newton on top, 14-10 in the second quarter and 17-13 in the second, or 14-10 in the first quarter, 17-13 in the second quarter. Their leading scorer, Matt Meinhardt, with a couple of three-point baskets, making 14. 9 points for Jeremy Blake. Also had a couple of threes. 2 points for Josh Beverland off the bench. 4 for Mark Goebel. 2 points for Taylor Rich. Committed 3 fouls, only 2 on Matt Meinhardt, 1 on Taylor Rich. For Robinson, leading scorer, 10 points, Brandon Hardiman. All 2-point baskets, having a pretty good night under the boards. Jeff McKeegan with 4. Jason Young with a 3. And 6 points for Nick Brooks. 1 3-point basket. Did not go to the line in the first half. Committed 6 fouls. 3 on Jason Young, 2 on Nick Brooks, and 1 on Nick Shaner. Rebounding, it's an unbelievable total. I've got Robinson with 19 and Newton with only 6. Turnovers, Robinson 10, Newton 4. But it's 31-23 halftime. Newton's on top.
On the rebound situation, there were several times when Robinson put up 2 or 3 shots down there, and that counts up in a hurry.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they've done so well on the rebound.
Newton's shooting percentage has probably been a little bit higher down here, so there haven't been as many defensive boards.
Well, this Friday night, enjoy karaoke by Charlie Florence at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. Karaoke will be from 6 o'clock to 12 midnight. That's Friday night, 6 p.m. at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. And at Robinson Ford Chrysler, their award-winning service department treats you just like family. Once you purchase a car, you become part of that family, and they'll take care of you with their award-winning service department. That's at Robinson Ford Chrysler in Robinson. Don't forget, the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Colder, Post 69 in Robinson. Well, tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. Don't go away. We've got second half action coming up right away.
A 3-point shot made by David Silway, $20. A half-court shot, $50, donated by Crawford and Langford, heating and air conditioning. Been a big hand for Scott. He did win his third. Thanks, Scott.
Well, we're about set to go with the second half, 31-23. I was impressed with Robinson's defense, although they're trailing, but they've really played pretty well.
They showed good discipline changing defenses. That's what impresses me. With every timeout almost during the first half, and Coach Gillespie called 3. He changed defenses, I think, all 3 times. And 3 different times in one possession. They got the ball knocked out of bounds, kicked it around a little bit, and Newton retained the ball, and they changed a couple of times during that possession.
Well, the key with Newton is keeping a leash on Matt Meinhardt, and if he gets loose, he can score some points.
Well, you just got to show him something different all the time. That's a good screen by Nick Brooks.
Hardiman goes inside around.
Stepped out of bounds, but he got by with it.
Well, stepped out, came back in. You can do that, can't you?
Sure.
31-25 now, as Maroons picked up that basket by Hardiman. Weidman handles the ball out front for Newton and goes down to Rich. Rich double team, back out to Weidman. He'll look around, cross corner, Meinhardt in the corner, look out. He can go underneath, but he likes to play outside. Weidman with it. Looks in, Meinhardt again, back to Weidman. There's a 3-point attempt, no good. Blake Shaw was off, Nick Brooks got hammered, and I believe we're going to the line for the first time tonight, and that was Meinhardt.
Yep, and that's his third.
Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game. They've got locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine, and they've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. Nick gets one of them. 31-26. Got them both, 31-27, 4 points. 4-point ball game. Eagles up by 4. Weidman with it out front. And now Blake. Weidman in the corner. Blake again to Rich inside Weidman. Well, they just played catch, moved around the court, and finally Weidman got the bucket. Look out. Stolen away, picked up by the Eagles. Weidman. Good defense, knocked out of bounds, and it'll still remain Newton ball as Weidman made a smart play, and he bounced it off Hartrick's foot. 33-27, Eagles by 6.
Maroons are changing it again, going to that triangle too.
Wide open out of the corner for 3, though, is Jeremy Blake. They just forgot about him for a minute, and he drilled a 3. Here comes McKeegan. Works against Weidman. Jason Young. Newton playing a man-to-man. McKeegan on the drive, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it around, and finally picked up by Eagles' Mark Gable. Blake inside, won't go. Into the hands of Gable. And the Eagles keep it. Meinhardt now to Weidman. And to Blake. Almost stolen by Hardiman. Meinhardt has it knocked away. Kicks it out in the corner, though. And right in the hands of Taylor Rich, and he drills a 2-pointer. 38-27 now. And very quickly, Robinson climbed back with a couple of baskets, and now the Eagles had a little run, and it's 38-27, a 1-point or 11-point lead. Is that a full?
That's all he's got left.
Well, the Birth Center at Crawford Memorial Hospital is offering free educational opportunities in January and February, free for those delivering at CMH. January prepared childbirth classes meet 3 consecutive Wednesdays beginning January 12th. These classes include breathing, labor and delivery, and well baby care. The February class is Wednesday, February 9th on breastfeeding. All classes meet at 6:30 p.m. in the in the CMHVC Van Tassel, room number 1. To pre-register, call 618-546-1234 at extension BABY. That's 2229. The Birth Center at Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, where families experience small miracles.
Robinson with only 1 timeout remaining. 1.5 to do it in.
Well, the Eagles put full court pressure. McKeegan works against Blake. Takes it down. Nice work. Nick Brooks couldn't find the handle, and then when he did, he put it up and in. Good recovery by Nick. 38-29.
Young man knows where the basket is.
Weidman loses in the hands of Hartrick. They got a 3-on-2. Stretch it out here, guys. Nice move.
Brooks again.
Yeah. McKeegan gave it up to Nick Brooks, and Nick puts it through. And now we've got a timeout call by the Eagles as the Maroons have made a little run. 38-31, a 7-point ball game now. Well, for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin Falls, and Goodyear tires, quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Well, let's see. Maroons put everybody else back on the floor there. Hardiman, McKeegan, Hartrick, Lowry, and Brooks on the floor. Young come out. Blake gives it over to Beverlin. And the Maroons get it back.
Lowry stepped right into the passing lane.
McKeegan to Hartrick out of the corner. Big 3 by Justin Hartrick. Make it 38-34, a 4-point ball game all of a sudden. And Meinhardt loses it out of bounds. Somebody's got to make the call. Maroons call.
Newton's 3rd turnover of the quarter. He only had 4 in the first half.
Well, it's a 4-point ball game now with that turnover. Maroons get it back. McKeegan takes it down in a hurry. Jeff, nice pass underneath. Nick Brooks wide open, and Jeff saw it. 38-36, 2-point game.
Nick Brooks with 8 points in the quarter.
Meinhardt takes the baseline. Oh, the foul's going to be on Nick Brooks as he stepped up, and Meinhardt bumped into him, but Brooks was not set. How many fouls?
That's his third.
And it'll be Newton ball out of bounds. Weidman comes back in a ball game for the Eagles as Beverland goes out. And in comes Nick Shaner for Nick Brooks for the Maroons. Nick going out, as you said, after 8 points already in this quarter. Eagles, Blake, got it.
That's a three.
Well, Jeremy Blake quiets things a little bit with that three. 41-36, back to a 5-point lead. Hartrick down in the corner to Hardiman. Brandon saw the line to the basket, got the roll. 41-38, a 3-point game. Blake for three. Got another one. Jeremy Blake.
He's got 5 of those in this ball game.
I don't think he can catch 11 that we saw the other night. Hardiman in the corner. Back out front to McKeegan. To Hartrick now. Jeff cross court to Lowry, has it tipped away by Blake, and it's out of bounds. Maroons will keep it, and checking back in the game for the Maroons will be Jason Young, Nick Brooks, and Chris Brooks. Out will come Shaner, Hartrick, and McKeegan. So that'll put Lowry and Young out at the guards. And Brooks, and Hardiman down on the front line. Into Brandon. Back to Chris. Knocked away, picked up by Lowry. Kirk over to Jason Young. He'll go for three. Jason's got it. 44-41, a 3-point game again. Blake for three, won't go. Lowry with a rebound. Brooks. Jason Young looks around, draws a crowd, gets it out to Lowry. Back to Jason. He's open for three. Won't quite go. Rebound on the floor. Brandon.
Jump ball.
Hardiman had it, and so would several others. The ball will go over to Newton on that jump ball. Here comes McKeegan and Hartrick back in the ball game for the Maroons. Lowry and Chris Brooks will come out. Good job by those two for a little bit. 44-41 with 2:44 to go in the third quarter. Newton leads it by 3. They got the ball. Stolen by McKeegan. Hardiman moves inside, has it knocked loose, gets it back to McKeegan. He thought about it. Jason Young. Jeff directs traffic. Now Jason. McKeegan trying to shake somebody loose to get him an open shot. Jason puts up an 18-footer, has it partially blocked, back in the hands of Hartrick, and then McKeegan picks it up. Good hustle by the Maroons. They keep it. We're right at 2 minutes to go in the quarter. 44-41 Newton. Well, I'm not too sure here what we're doing. We've got 1:50 to go in the quarter, and Newton's letting them hold it. So we'll stand here for a while. I could do a commercial. 1:35, and we're just at a standoff. Maroons trail by 3. Now they move it back out to Jeff McKeegan. 1:25. Coach Gillespie now says, sets the offense, starts the motion. Jason Young. Back to McKeegan. Shaking somebody loose. Hartrick for 3. Hartrick for 3. Got it. Justin Hartrick, and we're tied at 44. Blake back around to Weidman. Under a minute. Blake will go for 3. He got it. Jeremy Blake, and that's how many?
6.
6 threes for Jeremy Blake, 47-44.
4 of them in this quarter. Meinhardt's been quiet, but Blake has certainly taken the load over in pretty good shape.
We're at 35 seconds. Maroons are going to hold the ball again. They did it successfully a while ago. But Jeremy Blake came right back with that 3, and it's 47-44. Newton by 3. 25 seconds. Maroons are going to go for 1. We're at 15. They start their motion. Jason Young looks for help. Inside to Nick Brooks. He loses the handle. Stolen down the floor by Goebel. Long shots, no good. Loose. We're at 3 seconds. It's good if it goes. Next to it. Boy. Well, we played the quarter. 47-44. Newton. We were tied at 44 with 1:04 to go. And Blake nailed his 4th 3 of the quarter and put him up by 3, 47-44. Well, it's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Don't forget Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Hey, if you're looking for somewhere to go Friday night, go to the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. They're having karaoke by Charlie Flores from 6 o'clock to 12 midnight. That's this Friday night at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. 4th quarter action coming up. Maroons ball.
Quick quarter, only 1 foul called on each team.
Hartrick for 3. Got another one. Justin Hartrick. We're tied.
That's his 3rd.
At 7:47, we're tied at 47. There's Blake. Look out. He drops it off. Meinhardt puts it back up. It won't go. Loose ball and picked out of there by Blake. We got a whistle under the basket. Somebody's hurt.
No, it's not.
I think somebody, that's Graham Wagner, who just came in the game at the quarter, I think took an elbow right either on the nose or in the eye. Doesn't appear to be bleeding, so he can stay in the ball game, but I doubt if he does. It looks like the official's talking to him. Chris Long's going to bring him out. And checking in is going to be Jice Beverlin again. This is Graham Wagner, who saw some time up in the 1st quarter, and then he's been pretty quiet. Got back in the ball game here at the quarter break and didn't last very long. Took an elbow, looked like right in the eye. Newton brings it in, and Beverlin will handle it out front.
Triangle 2 chasing Meinhardt and Blake now.
Michael Bierman is 52, who you see in there. He also had got some playing time in the 1st half, and his 1st appearance the 2nd half. There's Meinhardt. Look out, he's going for 3. Drilled it. Matt Meinhardt drills a 3, and it's 50-47. McKeegan.
Newton changes up. They go to a man.
Good call there as Taylor Rich had Brandon Hardiman wrapped up, and the official made the call. It'll be Robinson ball.
His 2nd, team 2nd.
And to Hardiman, knocked loose on the floor, picked up by Hardiman and won't go. I don't see how he ever came out of there with it. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Taylor Rich with the foul again, his 3rd. Hardiman shooting 2, has not been to the line tonight.
Got 1, nobody else has either.
Well, Nick Brooks went. He's 2 for 2.
He can bring him within 1 if he makes this. It's in and out, won't go, 50-48. Beverland holds it out front. Meinhardt, a long three, comes up short. Loose ball, knocked around. Who gets to keep it? Newton will keep it. Off the hand of McKeegan, they say. They're closer than we are.
Well, McKeegan got a hand on it, but I'm not sure but what Newton didn't after that.
Beverland handles it out front. Maroons, man-to-man. I said that.
Now they're in that triangle, too.
Taylor Rich with the ball out front. McKeegan's on Meinhardt. They work, nice screen, but he doesn't get a shot away. Beverland takes it up, blocked by Nick Brooks into the hands of Brandon Hardiman.
Pretty big play, went right after him with these 3 fouls and got the block.
McKeegan drops it off to Jason Young for 3. Jason comes up short. Loose ball, Brandon Hardiman knocked away, taken away by Bierman. Eagles back with it. That's Blake. Beverland out front. In the middle. Oh, knocked him down. It's got to be offense. Oops. Guess I missed that. Justin Hartrick thought he was set as Taylor Rich ran into him. A blocking foul, though, and Taylor Rich will be at the line to shoot 1-and-1. It's 50.
It has to be 2, because that's only the second team foul.
We wasn't.
I wasn't sure it was a shooting foul.
No, the foul had to have been on the floor, I thought, as he crashed into him before he put the shot in. However, he made it. It's 51-48. Jason Young came out. Kirk Lowry back in, and Rich will have another shot. One more. 51-48. This has been a good ball game. Got him. 52-48. The Eagles take a 4-point lead now with 5:39 to go here in the ball game. Justin Hartrick back to McKeegan. Beverland is the guy on him, screened by Brooks. Back over to throws it away. A little too high.
Played him a little tall that time.
So now the Eagles get it back with 5:23 to go in the game. 52-48 Eagles. Josh Beverland holds the ball to Meinhardt. Brooks is on Meinhardt now. Look out. Cross court. Blake for 2. Rich on the rebound. Lost it to Brooks. Stolen away by Blake. In the corner, back inside. Turnaround up, no good. Rebound, Jeff McKeegan. Maroons want to run with it. Brooks and McKeegan holds it up. Lowry to the top of the key, puts up a 10-footer, won't go. Brooks with a good rebound, jumps right in there. Ball on the floor, body's on the floor, and the Eagles come out with it. Fumble, picked up and run to the 10.
It's going to be a hard one to chart.
Jeremy Blake holds the ball. Beverland out of the corner to Meinhardt, draws the crowd, back out to Beverland. Blake to Beverland. Meinhardt in the corner. Brooks knocks it out of bounds. Good defense. 4:18 to go in the ball game. Newton leads it by 4. We got a timeout call.
Maroon timeout. This should be it for them.
Well, Robinson Ford Chrysler has a full line of Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth products. You don't need a 911 sale to get a sale price from Robinson Ford Chrysler in Robinson.
And a restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson's open Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights for dinner, Sundays for lunch. It's American Legion, EM Kohler Post 69 in Robinson.
And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate. Pleased to support the students and the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. Cruising right along. 4:18 to go in the ball game. 52-48. And that score's been there for a little while, hasn't it? A 4-point lead by the Eagles. Well, they had a full timeout. It'll be their ball. Meinhardt will throw it in.
It's like the Maroons are in a man-to-man now.
Beverland takes the pass. McKeegan's on him. Jeff stays with him. Meinhardt guarded by Hardiman. Now Rich. Nick Shaner in the game comes out on him. Nick Brooks gets ready to check in. Almost lost it. There's Blake with the ball. Jason Young draws him. Now Meinhardt and Hardiman go at it. What do we got? Timeout by the Eagles. That's a 20, and Nick Brooks will check in on this timeout. First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game with locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine to serve you. They've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. Oh, my. Well, this has been a good one. Let's see, Thursday night, we're out at Lincoln Trail. Wren Lake's coming to town, taking on the Statesmen of Lincoln Trail Thursday night. And Friday, we travel to Effingham with the Maroons. Another Apollo Conference ball game. Is that right?
Yes.
Beverland, Rich. A lot of time to go in a ball game yet. Shot up and off the glass by Mark Gable. 54-48. Down to Justin Hartrick. Cross court, Brandon Hardiman. Brandon thought about it. Nice. Puts up the 15-footer and drills it. Faked his man out, drove to the lane, put up the 15-footer and got it. 54-50. Look out, Meinhardt lost his balance, kicks it back outside to Blake. Now Beverland with it.
Maroons fall back in the zone.
Blake and Beverland play catch. We're at 3 minutes, 54-50. Meinhardt at 15-footer won't go. Rebound. Hardiman got it. McKeegan picks it up. Jeff brings it down in a hurry to Jason Young. In the corner to Hartrick. Guarded by Gable. Back out front. Jason Young. Thought about it. Brandon Hardiman works against Rich. Double dribble. Double dribble. Well, it's going to be Eagles ball on the turnover. Doug Mimoser, the Newton coach, is giving instructions to Taylor Rich down there and Gus Gillespie here on the Maroon side. This has been a good ball game in a lot of ways. These two coaches get together and they do a good job. Meinhardt guarded by Brooks. Now Rich. Drives, nice move to the basket.
And
count it, count it. NBA shot.
Foul on Hardiman, his first. Only the third team foul for the Maroons. 3 team fouls for both teams. Doesn't look like it's going to be a parade at the free throw line anyway.
No, it doesn't, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Shot's good by Taylor Rich. A 3-point effort there then. 57-50 is the score right now on that free throw.
In a tight ball game with free throws to give, you can stop the clock after you score too, which is a big advantage.
Justin Hartrick with Meinhardt on him. Drops it down to Young in the corner. Jason looks for help. Back to Hartrick and then to Brandon Hardiman on the turnaround. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Gable. Here comes the Eagles as Meinhardt handles it. We're at 1:45 to go in the ball game. Meinhardt stops, pops a 3, won't go. Rebound Eagles under the basket. Double team. What do we got? Mimoser's out on the floor. Hey. I don't know what the call was, but boy.
It was a timeout, I guess.
Yeah. Mimoser was 10 feet out on the floor. And it's a full timeout call to the Newton Eagles. 1:39 on the clock. It's 57-50. The Eagles lead it. Well, we've seen a lot in this one. This has been a good one. Best one we've had this year, I think. For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires, quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Don't forget, the end of the year, it's tax filing season again. Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and your financial reports in a professional, timely manner. So put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Ooh. Let's see, where are we here? Minute 39.
I'm not too sure. That big long three that Meinhardt just took was what exactly Coach Mimosa wanted to see.
That may have been part of his.
Why he called the timeout.
Yeah.
There's the foul on Hardiman out front. His second, fourth team foul.
Eagles ball, 1:38 in the ball game. Jeremy Blake, fouled by Young. We're still giving fouls here.
That's the fifth one, but that's 4 on Jason Young. Maroons still have another one to give.
Blake brings it in. Good defense by the Maroons. Brooks to Meinhardt, and Brooks, yeah.
That's his fourth.
I was going to say he got away with one, but he
got
didn't.
away with the first one. The second one he didn't.
When he got him the second time, they had to blow the whistle.
Yeah. Okay, that's the sixth team foul now. So they have no more fouls to give. Newton will be shooting from then on.
Meinhardt will throw it in. Whoops. Justin.
There's the second one on Hartrick. And this will be
Mark Gable.
Gable at the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Justin set him down out of bounds, a little forceful on the foul, helped him up there. I don't think he intended to get into him quite as hard. Mark Gable missed a shot, rebound, Hartrick. 1:30 to go in the game. It's a 7-point game. Eagles lead it 57-50. McKeegan drives the lane, puts up a little shot and in. 57-52. Meinhardt works against Nick Brooks. Double team, cross the line. Blake to Meinhardt, to Weidman, and tries to. Jeff McKeegan fouls him to stop the clock with 1:07 to go. And Meinhardt will go to the line to shoot a 1-and bonus.
You got Young and Nick Brooks both out there with 4 fouls, so there's only a couple of guys that can foul for Robinson.
(57-52). Eagles by 5. Got one, make it 58-52.
That's Meinhardt's first trip to the line.
Got them both. 59-52, 7-point lead again. Minute to go. Jason Young won't go. Loose ball picked out of there by Rich for the Eagles. He's fouled immediately. And the clock stops at 57.1. Taylor Rich will go to the line to shoot the 1-and bonus for the Eagles. They lead it by 7. Well, this Friday night, you can go to the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. The VFW is having a karaoke by Charlie Florence from 6 o'clock to 12 midnight. That's this Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. at the VFW Post 4549 right here in Robinson. Rich got one.
He's 4 for 4.
Well, the Eagles are pulling away a little bit here and making it very difficult for the Maroons to come back in this one now with less than a minute to go. That missed a shot. 8-point ball game now, 60-52. And
Lowry with the rebound, but he lost his balance, fell backwards and traveled.
So the Eagles keep it under their own basket. Meinhardt fouled by Nick Brooks, and that's probably it. 60-52 with 52.5 seconds to go in the ball game. No, it evidently wasn't foul.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. They're a little slow in figuring it out. Nick says, who, me? Jason Young comes in for Nick Brooks. Brooks had a good ball game.
Fouls out with 14 points. This is Meinhardt again. And that was 10th, so this is 2 shots.
Missed the first one. The Eagles now lead by 9, 61-52. McKeegan brings it down, loses the ball on the floor. I don't know what happened. The clock went off, or the buzzer went off. Seems to be a little discussion on the floor. He calls the other official over to talk about it. Have no idea what's going on, but during this lull, don't forget the Rural King supplies your winter weather headquarters. At Rural King, you'll find clothing for the family, blue jeans by Riders, Wrangler, Carhartt, and Dickey, plus a large selection of camouflage clothing, insulated boots, and a whole lot more. That's a Rural King supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. 61-52 with 51.4 seconds on the clock. I wonder if Newton's got a guy out there that didn't report in.
No, I think they're questioning the possession arrow. It's pointing towards Robinson at this point. No, it's pointing toward Newton.
The other Newton, yeah. I have no idea on the possession.
Coach Mimosa seemed to be the one who's doing the questioning, so I don't.
Well, they've come to some agreement.
They haven't had a change of possession since the quarter, have they? No jump balls.
No jump balls, so there shouldn't have been any. Maroons will have it out of bounds now. Clock's going to start. No, nothing changes. 61-52 with 51.4 on the clock. Clock's running now. McKeegan with the ball. In the lane. Takes it to Jason Young. Jason drives. Ooh. Makes the two-pointer, 61-54.
He went a long way without a dribble, didn't he?
Knocked away by Hardiman. Ooh, call for the foul. Looked pretty good from here.
That's 4 on Hardiman.
And that's probably going to be Taylor Rich will go to the line. 61-54, 7-point lead, 34 seconds to go in the ball game. Missed it. And let's see, Weidman comes out and Josh Beverland goes in the game. Missed them both. Hartrick with a rebound. Jeff McKeegan brings it down. 30 seconds. Jeff in the lane. Tries to draw the foul. Shot doesn't go, but Jeff will go to the line to shoot a pair of them.
Beverland with the foul, I believe. Only the 4th team foul.
And Weidman gets ready to check in the ballgame. Here comes Weidman. First shot is missed. 28 seconds. In and out, missed them both. Loose ball picked up by the Eagles. Weidman double teamed and fouled. 22.7 seconds left.
It's going to be Brandon Hardiman's 5th.
Well, it's been a good one.
I guess they called it on McKeegan instead. Okay.
Weidman missed it. Well, if you can get him to miss the free throw. Trouble is, so Maroon. Got one of them. 62-54. Now it's an 8-point lead. 20 seconds on the clock. McKeegan will go for three. Off the glass, no good. Hartrick gets a rebound. Back to Jeff McKeegan. Jeff puts up another three. Got that one in 11 seconds. 62-57, a 5-point game. We stop the clock with 8.7 seconds. We're still 2 possessions with 8.7 seconds. Difficult to do, but not impossible.
Meinhardt going to the line. He's 3 for 4.
Beverland checks in the, or is going to check in the game. It looks like probably for Weidman. He got that one. That's a big basket right there. That makes it 63-57, a 6-point game, 2 possessions, but the best they can do is tie. That makes it 7 points. Even bigger. 7 seconds. Hardiman for three. Won't go. 2 seconds. That's it. Well, it's been a good ball game. 64-57. Newton wins it. An Apollo Conference victory. A good ball game by the Maroons. Trouble is short end. We'll have the totals for you in a second. Let me catch up on some of the people that make tonight's ball game possible. At Robinson Ford Chrysler, their award-winning service department treats you like family. Once you purchase a car, you become part of that family, and they'll take care of you with their award-winning service department. That's at Robinson Ford Chrysler, right here in Robinson. Don't forget, tonight's ball game is brought in part by the Hershey Chocolate people in the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate, right here in Robinson. Well, a 64-57 victory for the Eagles here in this conference ball game. And let's see, sponsors tonight were the First Robinson Savings Bank, the American Legion here in Robinson, Cellular One, and we'd like to remind you that Cellular One at their new location on the east side of the square, our thanks to them for providing a free phone service to us while we coordinate the production of community events, ball games, and things of this. That's Cellular One right here in Robinson. Also, Rural King Supply, Robinson Ford Chrysler, the Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate here in Robinson, the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson, Marathon Tire, the Kemper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Production. Also, coming up Thursday night, we'll be back out of Lincoln Trail. Wren Lake will be coming up to play the Statesman GRAC conference ball game. Lincoln Trail lost to Kaskaskia here last Saturday evening, but they'll be looking for revenge with Wren Lake on Thursday night. Ought to be a good one, so come on out to Lincoln Trail, see the Statesmen go at Wren Lake. Friday night, we'll travel to Effingham with the Maroons for another Apollo Conference ball game. You're on.
I'm on. Newton 64, Robinson 57. Too much Meinhardt and Blake. Meinhardt with 22 points, Jeremy Blake with 21. Meinhardt's three came with 3 3-point baskets, 5 for 6 in the line. Blake had 1 for 2 in the line with 6 threes. 10 points for Taylor Rich, 4 for 7 in the line, 6 points for Mark Gable. 2 points for Josh Beverland off the bench, 3 points for Jesse Weidman. 13 for 22 in the line, 9 3-point baskets, 6 by Blake, 3 by Meinhardt. Robinson leading scorer, Brandon Hardman with 17. 14 points for Nick Brooks and another good night. 9 points for Justin Hartrick, all on threes, 3 threes. 8 points for Jason Young, had 2 threes. 9 points for Jeff McKeegan, a 3. From the line, 3 for 6. Not many free throw attempts. 6 3-point baskets, 3 by Hartrick, 2 by Young, 1 by McKeegan. Rebounding, Robinson way on top, 31-16. Turnovers, add Newton with 8, Robinson with 14. So it's tough loss, 64-57.
So again, next week, Lincoln Trail Thursday night with Wren Lake. Friday night will be in Effingham with the Maroons. So until next week, for Dwayne Shaw, Ron Wheeler, I'm Jim Kincaid.